Hi, I'm Rin, Team Manager of Team Marlin. In the episode 3 of the design files, I'm going to take you through how to make a rendering using KeyShot, one of our amazing sponsors. I hope you enjoy this video. So, to begin with, you're going to want to import your model into KeyShot. So I've already done that, and you can see here, I've got our dev class category car. So to do that, you just go to File, and then you can either open a step or STL file, or if you use Onshape, you can actually connect to Onshape and import it straight from Onshape. So then we're going to first look at the actual workspace of KeyShot. So on the left, we've got kind of the library of materials and colors, textures, etc. And on the right, you've actually got the scene, so what we've got already in our scene. So in the library, we've got kind of materials and colors, textures. So you can also import your own textures. So I've imported some Team Marlin logos and kind of branding. And then you've also got environments. So these are kind of lighting, and we've also got kind of backplates. So the background of your actual scene. So I've also got some Team Marlin kind of backgrounds. And then in the scene, you can see we've got the scene. So these are the geometries in the render, and the material, lighting, environment will be the same as what you've picked from the library. And the camera is about how the camera settings of the actual rendering, and the image is kind of basic image like exposure and vignettes and etc. So you can also see you've got tumble pan and dolly controls. So you can edit that so you get a feel for the actual workspace. And then you can also see the CPU usage. So I've set mine to 50% so that I can actually, so it runs quite smoothly and I can actually record the video. So then firstly, I'm going to look at the different parts in my model. So we can see assembly 1, we've got 4 wheels, we've got a body, a nose cone and a rear wing. So first I'm going to pick some materials. So for the wheels, which is, for the most of this is going to be plastic, and we're going to pick probably rough plastic for the wheels. You can just click and drop. So what I really like about KeyShot is it's really user friendly. You can just click, drag and drop, and then also it kind of sees that the wheels are all the same name, so it's going to attach all the hard rough plastic to all of the wheels. So then I'm also going to do that for the nose cone and the rear wing. So don't worry about the actual colours, we'll do the colours later, just get the material that you want. So then for the actual body, I'm going to go to paint and we'll make this a gloss. So once you've got all your materials, you can go to the colours. So you can always edit the materials and colours whenever you want, we can refine them. So I'm just going to look for, I think the wheels have a nice colour already, so I'll keep that with black, and then I'll look for a teal for the wings. So you can click on any of these categories and just find the colour that you want. So I'm going to go with this colour, and just click, drag and drop. So now I'm going to look for a kind of light grey for the actual for the car body. So just kind of scroll through, and if you don't find any in this category, we can also look at different categories, etc. So I'm just looking through for kind of light grey. So I might go to here. So I think this will be a nice light grey maybe. So you can try them out, see what looks nice. So if we picked a gloss paint, it's going to be quite shiny. So you can look through, find whatever colours, whatever materials suits your actual car model, and also what you're looking for in your rendering. So at F1 schools, they want your rendering to be as lifelike as possible to the actual car. So I recommend making the renderings after you've assembled your car, and you want to make sure that, say you've painted the car either matte or gloss, you want to make the rendering matte or gloss, and also the kind of 3D print. And in Pro class, you also want to make sure the wheels are the right colour. So you'll have different colours for your wheels maybe, or different textures. So you want to create all of them as different art and you can create the same name for the same kind of all 4 parts. And then you can easily click, drag and drop the materials and colours that you want. So next we're going to add some labels. So we're going to go to the textures tab in the library and then go to a logo that you kind of downloaded. So you can just go to import and then import the logo. So I've got our logo, so I'm just going to click, drag and drop it onto the nose cone. And you want to go to add label. So obviously it looks massive right now, it's covering most of the nose cone. So we're just going to go to the rectangle, just size it down, and then you can position it however you want. So then if you don't see any of the kind of translate, rotate tools, just go down here, show, translate and rotate, and make sure they're both ticked. Then we're just going to zoom in. Once you've got the size that you want, you're just going to kind of move it. You can rotate, move the model. Just going to position like that, and I'm going to rotate it slightly. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to go down here and click the tick. So then I'm just going to do the same thing for the other side. So add label, and then I'm going to just zoom out, and then just size it all the way down. And then move it on, size it down. So you can add, so for this video I'm just going to be adding our logos onto the front wings. And for your renderings, you can add sponsor logos. So now on our final car, we actually had our sponsor logos on the side of the body, where the CO2 canister chamber is. So once you're happy with the positioning of your labels, click the tick. And then you have 2 logos on the front wing. So you can do this on the body, on the back wings, on the wheels if you want to, for Pro Class. And yeah, just make it look as lifelike as possible. So next we're going to go to backgrounds or back plates, and we're just going to choose kind of a backdrop for our car. So you can see right now the car sitting on a table. You can see the shadows, and then if I go down, you can see it kind of disappears if I'm going below the table. So we're just going to add any kind of backplate that we want. So I could either pick maybe one of the Team One ones I downloaded, or you can pick any of the KeyShot ones that they have in the library. So they have loads of interior, outdoor ones, studio ones. So one of the ones that I like is the wood table. It's really nice, clean. Otherwise you can go with concrete. However, what you may want to do is actually make an F1 track, kind of either in like Photoshop Illustrator, or you could actually make models of them in Onshape and import them in. So F1 really want you to look at putting your car not only on tables and kind of branding kind of walls, but they also want you to see them on tracks as well, and actually during races, etc. So we're just going to go for a simple kind of table that's G1 branded, and you can see here that we just kind of positioning the car on the actual table, on the kind of background. So when I'm zooming in and out, it actually moves the car. You can position the car as much as you want to make it look as kind of lifelike as possible. once you're happy with how it looks, and if it looks realistic, then we can go on to the environment. So the environment is basically the lighting of your image. So it's KeyShot have many, so they have studio ones which are kind of really basic, just light. They also have kind of actual rooms, so you can see they have interior and outdoor rooms. So I'm just going to go to the studio and pick some quite basic ones. So I'm probably just going to go with maybe this one. You can see it's got all the lights. So then if we go to the environments tab over here in the project, you can kind of edit different lights. So make some brighter, some with more contrast, less contrast. And you can also move them around. You might have one on the table, and you can also delete them. Here, so that's delete the environment. You can delete them by right clicking delete. So I'm just going to kind of edit this quite basically. Okay, so once you're happy with that, you can then go to the lighting tab. So you can just choose a basic preset. You can probably go, so I'm going to go with jewelry. You can kind of experiment with them all, see what they all do. So you can have a look at them all. Okay. So finally, we're going to go to the image, and this is kind of basic image editing. You've got exposure here. You can also go to denoise and add vignettes. So once you're happy with your actual image and you've played around with all the materials, colors, textures, and backplates and environments, you've kind of perfected it. We're then going to go to render. So we're going to go to a still image, and the output, just name it. And then you can also put in the system render that you've got. So say you've got one, you can call this one maybe on a track, and then you can have 3 different track images, and you can call them 1, 2, and 3. So KeyShot's really good at being user-friendly and just really professional and user-friendly to kind of create these renderings. So you can just kind of look where you've saved them, and you can have the format, and KeyShot actually creates a folder in your documents tab, and that basically is a place to save all the KeyShot files as well as your renderings and your models. So you can edit the resolution, the presets, and the print size if you're printing it, and we're just going to keep it as a JPEG, and the quality is 99. And then the options, so this is where you're going to either have a maximum samples or maximum time. So we're going to go for maximum time of 20 minutes. So this just kind of limits how many samples it takes, and we're just going to keep it to 20 minutes worth. And then once you're done, you can look at the queue. There's nothing in our queue, so we're just going to go to render. And KeyShot will spend 20 minutes rendering in this pop-up window, and then once it's done, you'll have an image saved to the file folder where you saved it, and that you have a really professional, easy to use rendering. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and learned something, then remember to like the video and comment down below. And if you want to see more videos, then subscribe and ring the bell.